The book released back in 2017 called Supersizing Urban Americans by Dr. Chinzo says that more than one-third of adults in the United States are obese. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention also estimates that there are over 112,000 obesity-related deaths annually. And especially now due to COVID, that number has only been going up, and it continues to rise. Now, you might be wondering what the rise of obesity has to do with this presentation. So let me take some time to tell you why it's important that we are aware of this already existing obesity epidemic that continues to be on the rise. Hello everyone, my name is Gurung, and I am a kinesiology major here at the University of North Carolina at Greensboro. My plan for the future is to work as a personal trainer for a little bit as a side business and later go into Doctor of Physical Therapy school so that I can help people regain their abilities they have lost, manage pain, and live their life more fully. I'm a firm believer in mind over matter. If you don't believe you can achieve, your body will start to believe this and you will be stuck. I want to help people change their aspects of life and start again with a healthier and more positive lifestyle. With all things considered, the question I challenge myself to explore in this research is the rise of obesity in America. What are the factors and forces that led to the massive expansion of fast food industry in America? Obesity often results from taking in more calories than are burned by exercise and normal daily activities. Now, the rise of obesity does not only come from the lack of poor diets or nutrition, but it also comes from other aspects of a person's life, such as parental influence, early life influence, too much television but having too little physical activity influence, and the environment in which they grow up in as well. Now, to understand how obesity is now an issue, I researched how the rise of obesity even came to be in the first place. But I focused specifically on the massive expansion of the fast food industry here in America. But before I give my findings, let me tell you a little about the methods and courses I took to find the answers to my research question. Though it was challenging at times, I reviewed government websites and studies regarding statistics on the obesity rate and conducting literature reviews of existing books by historians who risked their very lives to expose the truth of the big industry and see really what takes place inside the fast food industry. Now, in addition to reviewing government website and conducting literature reviews, I was able to analyze credible books to find the history behind the rise in obesity. Now, without further ado, while researching the factors and forces that led to the massive expansion of the fast food industry, some of my findings included leading all the way back to the industrial era. Due to the industrial era, the exchange of goods over long distance was easier, which led to an increase in supply and demand for goods and services. Farmers later started growing genetically modified crops, which helped them speed up the process in less time with less effort, but resulting in more supplies than needed. With that being said, things started to change drastically during wartime, specifically during World War I and World War II. Soldiers were getting poor nutrition and they weren't liking the taste of the food, so the scientists decided to come together with a solution to implement artificial flavor to enhance the taste of the food. But the most important time in which it altered the course of history is when women left home and started working, and some even became the sole breadwinner of the household. Now, fast food industries started flourishing with no one at home cooking meals and everybody being in a rush, making fast food the primary source of nutrition for their children. With that being said, I believe that although change can be hard, it's not impossible, especially if it involves the lives of many. Our first step is to find solution, is to just target the children first. They represent the future of American diet, and we must do it immediately. They can influence the fast food their parents purchase and prepare as well. So how can we ever get rid of this? I don't think there is an immediate magical potion or solution that solves the obesity, but I believe it's not impossible. I believe that if we do not take matters into our own hand, the rate of obesity is going to continue rising. I want to end this presentation by saying quote by the author of the famous book Fast Food Nation: The Dark Side of All American Meal by Eric, says, "Fast food is popular because it's convenient, it's cheap, and it tastes good. But the real cost of eating fast food never appears on the menu." Thank you so much. Bye-bye.